Alright folks, welcome back to Let's Play Romance of Three Kingdoms 11. I'm the Mysterious JG. I didn't even notice the Zhao Yun's unit got set on fire by these jerks. You are so gonna die, Yuan. But anyway, let's move you so that you stop being on fire. I hope they just take this thing this turn. Good. Now they can go and attack it if they feel like it, but some free deeds for I think Doom Screamies, or is it I Hate You Jen is hanging out with these guys. I Hate You Jen. Larry, I Hate You also no longer commenting on this LP. I think he fell by the wayside as I started getting to like 60, 80, and 100 videos long. I understand that not everybody wants to sit through an LP this long. But yeah, I am still giving deeds to his created officer. What a generous guy I am. Now, you guys, Camp Cao Cao and those band platforms, all those Cao Cao facilities that are not just random, like, embers that anybody can use, have been destroyed. Which means it's time to move into the city of Yi and start rebuilding. Got a lot of confidence in my army down here that I didn't, well, mostly I just forgot to consider pulling some of them down here to help out with this. But, yeah, the city of Yuan is kind of in trouble. Once again, I'm going to use a tactic that won't do any good. I think it just might potentially cause some extra damage. This shouldn't be happening. Awesome, super long range crossbows, excellent. They really don't take a lot of damage from those guys, do they? I thought the pikes were the ones that had super awesome shields. But that allows them to occasionally just completely ignore the attacks, so I guess I can't really complain that that's happening. They're not just like having a golden force field appear and be completely unaffected by any of this. Pushed back me. Yeah. Pretty cool. You want to have a duel with Guan Yu? Didn't think so. Guan Yinping? That's his daughter, isn't it? Yeah! Oh, that's adorable! Guan Yu and Guan Yingping are having a daddy-daughter outing together, killing Guo Zhang. Father, will you teach me to play Go later? Well, I wouldn't teach you Guan Ping, but I might as well teach you Guan Yuan Ping, whatever your name is. Thanks, Daddy, for not even fucking remembering my name. What? Yeah, by the time these guys finish this, I'll have to decide if I want them to attack Ping Yuan or if I want them to go into Yi. But either way, yeah, Cao Cao has at this point lost northern China. It's only a matter of time. You guys have already moved. You guys already have your orders. Can't really build or recruit more troops because I've got so many troops who are on their way. But I can start outfitting stuff with the gold that I've got on hand. Liu Bei is going to work on towers because I feel like it. Guan Ping got left behind. Come north with me, Guan Ping. We'll start a new life together in frozen Mongolia. Love will keep us warm. Good thing that was Jing Tsai's squeaky voice, because the last female character I'd mentioned was his sister, Guan Yu, whatever. Who, not his biological sister, but it would still be kind of messed up if his adopted son starts sleeping with his, adopted sister, whatever. His blood of Guan Yu's sister and adopted son, and just messed up. Guan Yu would have to kill everyone involved, I'm sure. Okay, and all my units have moved, so it's just time to start spending these action points. Try to keep these turns moving by remembering which cities I've got doing what. You guys are just building constantly. Guess you can get another ship going, sure, why not? Keep you guys busy, keep the action points getting used. I would hate for Wu to take that city at this point, because they'd get a huge fleet of ships if they did. Ba, 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 ba. Don't have a huge food income here, so I probably don't want these guys. Anybody need to be rewarded, by the way? Good. Because I didn't think about that until it was too late. Hopefully the food intake here is food use 3656, harvest 15937. Wow. 15937. How many farms have I got going here? 3 farms and a granary is bringing in that much food? I don't understand this. Why is this city doing so well for food? Food use 3656, food harvest 15937. When down here, I've got 3 farms and a granary. I've got 10,000 troops, more troops, but not like in a completely different league. And it's 5,000 and 4. Oh, all right. Well, I don't really understand now. Something I don't understand is going on with how those screens are laid out. If it's like harvest, and then you've got 4 food uses per harvest or something. I don't know. Forget it. Never mind, folks. Never mind. Let's take a quick look at Jiako. Where I screwed up so badly before. Those 2,000 troops who apparently are the ones who cannibalized their fallen friends, they still seem to have enough food, so everything's going to be alright. Liubei, Jihan Sanji's units have arrived at Puyang. What do I want to do with them? Order them back to Juchang. I don't need another officer in Puyang right now. Well, I probably did, but Meng Tian's war. He's hanging out with Cao Cao. Tian. Shinha, whatever that guy's name was. Dragon Ball Z, folks. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, 9 Inch Nails 8 Halos unit will recover from misinform, but then become confused anyway. 9 Inch Nails 8 Halos, apparently not the smartest unit in the all of China. Anyway, those guys retreated into the city. Well. Okay. Don't think that I'm gonna just hang around in the port here. I'm coming to take you. I'm coming to wherever you think you are. You guys are so fucked. Apparently they attacked Mass Songer and they did some damage, but they are screwed. Whiffed the tactic there, guys. Good job. And you whiffed the tactic too, you Ying. What's your deal? Ah, but Futong's gonna make it all better. Follow-up attack that leaves them with the life, the universe, and everything's ultimate answer. 42. And you guys are going to barely not make it, darn you. Did I actually spend a turn with all these guys in that city and not use any action points building here? I think I did. What the hell's wrong with me? I'm distracted. Anyway, I guess a granary and 3 farms. Then I'll need a mint and 4 markets. Then I can have a barracks and a... yeah. Not a lot of facilities for a city this big. Says there's 16 bits of free land. I might have to find them as I go here, but let's assume for right now, Zhuge Liang, Pang Tong, and JG Mystery. Is this me and my homeboys, Zhuge and Pang Tong? It's now, Sork and Nail got to do this earlier, or was it Mass Song? I think it was Sork and Nail got to do this earlier, but now JG Mystery is like, yo, Sleeping Dragon, Flesh and Phoenix, what up, dogs? Sorry. That was incredibly stupid. You need to get some farms going, and oh, farms are already somewhere else. Where are the farms? They must have 3 patches of land that they're working with. Wow! This is actually going to be a really impressive city. Never mind, I didn't know what I was talking about. This city's going to rock. Forget it. Let's get a mint going right now. We've already got farms and a granary intact. Alright, I might be able to just have a full ring of markets around this mint. I have 5 farms around this thing, and then I can just do nothing but military facilities over here. Yeah, this place is gonna rock, actually. Shi Grimmeth. Sun Wukong, Shi Grimmeth, don't let this asshole change your dream. You'll become confused. Shi Grimmeth will become really confused because he's used to people's dreams being turned into betray Shi Grimmeth. If that guy turns Shi Grimmeth's dream into betray Shi Grimmeth, he's not going to know what to do. Meanwhile, Vulture Bobo and Maya Lu is like, hey baby, how you doing? I heard you got married to somebody famous, but it hasn't happened yet in this version of the novel. What do you say, you and I get together? I want to do some quick officer info, see if he's hitting on a married woman or not. Maya Lu, oh, she's not well. She's not well. But she's not married. I think she gets married to Zhao Yun, but it hasn't happened yet. So, yeah, Vulture Bobo is going to be like, allow me to comfort you. I can tell you're not feeling well. Let me give you some chicken soup. Chicken soup for the soul. Yi is going to be a really good city. This is a great starting city in this game, actually. I may just want these guys to blitz through and help take over Ping Yuan, just make it go a little faster. Because Liu Bei's, the rest of his forces, I sent Zhao Yun over here just harass and be a pain, but the rest of the attack force is going to take some time getting there. Meantime, I really don't want to recruit here. So, because I've got more troops coming. They're coming! So let's just outfit. And hope these guys don't get too froggy. We'll start jumping. That's what I mean. You probably figured that out, though. Chen Liu! Reward. There's no officers to reward. Okay, cool. Let's see who we can hire into these jerkos. Don't have a ton of well, no, I got a couple more prisoners from that last round, but, Jian, man, you really do need to consider joining us, buddy. We keep capturing your ass. Oh well. Let's recruit and inspect. Quick and easy way to kill 40 action points. Here's something, something, and the action man. Blah 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 blah. There's so many songs I don't know the lyrics to. Something blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Something, 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 something. I, Li Feng, vow to devote myself as a member of Han's army to the good of the people in the world. Cool. New officer in one of my cities that kind of needs them. Shanggong Ying Star is starting to lose its brilliance. There's a bad sign over Fajing Star. I hope it doesn't portend anything bad. I've seen an ill omen for Gao Pei. Liu Bei's like, hey, my wife is still doing fine. I haven't seen her in a while, but Lu Guai's star is starting to lose its brilliance. When I look at the stars, I see an ill omened shadow over the star of Shangyang. I'm afraid that's Ma Teng's star. Uh-oh. Seen an evil omen for Yang Wai. Maybe we need to get Han Sui, whatever, his sworn brother over there to say hello, but Liu Zhang, the viceroy of Han's army, is dead. Oh no. He will be the laughingstock of future peoples. And it can start now that he's dead. Lu Su's unit's been destroyed. Han army's Gao Tang has been attacked and taken over by Cao Cao's army. That's not much of a shock, really. Troop strength at Jin Yang is very weak. Let's have the opportunity to capture it. Working on it. Thanks. Oh, he's not talking about them. Jin Yang, huh? Where's... Okay, no. Apologies, Sleeping Dragon. You're talking about Jin Yang, and yes, we do need to attack there. As a matter of fact, I think we need to attack there before I finish building Yi. I think we need to attack there. Oh, shit. I got all these officers who are working on domestics. There's only 2 officers who are free to move. Let's see who I could send out. Vulture Bobo. Oh, and Ma Yunlu. Cool. It is military officers. All right. Will is very low. Ma Yunlu could lead out a cavalry unit of 9,000, and she'd have no tactics at her disposal, really. But she could still do it. And Vulture Bobo could lead out a spear unit of 110,000, like an 11,000, excuse me. He wouldn't be able to use any kind of tactics, but we would have then like 20,000 troops marching on a city with only 10,000. But the reason it's so low is because they've got pikes on the march, so I've kind of deceived, and they've got more going on up there than I thought they did. All right, well let's hold off then. I will definitely be able to crush those guys, but there's no point rushing it. You guys, you got order up nicely. Why don't you guys start working on drilling the troops?
Don't be afraid, you encounter the enemy. Have you something, brother?
No, not this. Now just like on a whim, I'm tempted to get Vulture Bobo married to Ma Yunlu. That will piss off Zhao Yun something fierce. Let's check and see if Ma Yunlu's recovered. Yeah, good. She's not injured or wounded anymore, so that's cool. She suffered some pretty serious burns when my entire army was set on fire that one time. These guys must have destroyed themselves attacking me.
I'd much rather fight hand to hand than do this boat bullshit, but yeah, what am I gonna do?
Baldur!
Hunga Dunga, and McCormick!
Ah, screw it, just attack. Get the tactics. Kinda knew that could happen. I probably should have guarded against it a little better, but, you know, they're troops that I would have had to defeat in this city. And I have to defeat them in a port instead, so, you know, kind of a wash. You guys, in the meantime, I'm not going to bother having you go down and attack that city. It's going to fall without your help. So move back up here towards Ye, so that Ye will not have to recruit a ton of new troops. And I can be ready for launching an attack out of here quickly. And you guys will probably actually potentially increase the will of the city, because you haven't used all of your tactics yet, so you have a higher average will than troops who are here.
I'm looking forward to seeing my husband for the first time in a really long time. He might miss me. He might have missed me so much that we'll actually engage in some kind of, marital intercourse. You never know.
All things are possible, folks. Now, although the novel makes a sort of a point of saying that Yue Ying was plain, it doesn't literally call her ugly in the translation I have. Some people claim that she's supposed to be ugly. It just says that she's plain. Because, like, Zhuge Liang was, like, one of the most important people in his kingdom. So clearly he would have, his choice of, like, the beauties of the land. If that's, how he rolled. But, the novel kind of points out, only talking about Huang Yue Ying when introducing Zhuge Liang's son as a character. She doesn't do anything in the novel, folks. Let's not go overboard with how important Huang Yue Ying is in the story. But they do talk about her when they introduce her son. The son of the martial lord and, Kong Ming. And they talk about her mother and how her last instructions to her son were to be loyal and filial, blah, blah, blah. But they'd mentioned that she was quite plain, and that Zhuge Liang courted her because of her, because she was able to do all the crazy stuff that they tend to have people able to do in the book, like, you know, read the stars and plot astrological kind of crap. But, you know, she was also supposed to be like an expert at reading maps and understanding the lay of the land. She was, like, you know, apparently really freaking useful to him. And it mentions the fact that she actually helped him with his inventions, which is basically that one line is the reason that pretty much every Dynasty Warrior game since they introduced her as a character, and that includes her showing up as a character in Kessen too, always have her as like inventing weapons for Shu. Which is, you know, I think that's totally cool, you know. Take that little brief mention in the novel, they might be making a little much of it considering what's actually there to work with, but they're trying to give a female character a little character, so that's based on something from the book and not just totally fanciful. So they went ahead and they were like, yeah, she's like invents shit. It's pretty cool. Got one of the 5 Tiger Generals still hanging out here. That's cool. But what was I actually trying to get at here? Yeah, it mentions that she's quite plain. And it's part of the joke here. It's like the Dynasty Warriors games always make her smoking hot because they make all the smoking hot. It's video games. Video game women tend to be smoking hot. It's, you know, they're trying to appeal to female gamers by having female characters, and they figure might as well appeal to male gamers by having the female gamer or characters be smoking hot. But Yue Ying in like Dynasty Warriors 7 is kind of ridiculous. Her midriff is showing in her Shu combat outfit. And like, come on, guys. Like a, you know, big rack that's highlighted in her Shu combat fatigues, and it's like she's supposed to be a very plain-looking woman who had, like, you know, she got by with her brains and not her looks, and yet they do present her as being like, you know, super hot chick. So I don't know. That was my little tangent. And also, I find it extra amusing that we're always joking, Bobo and I, in our LPs about how Zhuge Liang is more interested sexually in the wise and talented Jiang Wei than in his wife. He has no time for his wife as far as the bedroom. But, yeah, so it's like she's all smoking hot, and Zhuge Liang's like, I could give a crap about you and your filthy lady vagina. Sorry. I'm just getting stupid now. Alright. That's just something we got from the game. Nothing about that. There's nothing in the novel to suggest anything like that about Zhuge Liang. Not that there'd be anything wrong with it if there was, but, you know, that's basically us having fun with Dynasty Warriors. It's not like Zhang He, where it's like Dynasty Warriors has decided, hey, let's make him like incredibly ridiculously fruity. Alright, moving on. I got 10,000 troops here, huh? And they pulled some guys out of here, so why did you pull 1,000 troops out of that unit? Was it because you want to be captured? Yeah, well, we didn't manage to capture him, but... Oh, he retreated here, so that made no difference whatsoever. I'd rather fight up close, but, you know, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Well, I must be in charge. Yeah, I love Zhang Fei. Well, I must be in charge of these stupid boats. Zhang Fei is truly the awesomest character in the novel, hands down. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Zhang Fei rules. I think he's the most Western-friendly character in the novel, because while it's like he's always doing stupid shit and getting drunk and causing trouble, at least that happens a few times, and it ends up being really significantly troublesome for Shu that he chose the exact wrong time to get plastered. He does react to kind of the strange Confucian morality and formality of Confucian society in a very Western-friendly way, where it's like, I must pause and make the ritual refusal of authority before I, you know, blah, blah, blah. And Zhang Fei's like, what the fuck are you doing? Just accept the posting you were offered. It's like, no, I must observe protocol and refuse to serve 3 times. And Zhang Fei would be like, just shut the fuck up and take over. You obey. It's like, oh, like, you know, Tao Huan has offered me the city, but I could not do that. It would be dishonorable. And he's like, just what are you talking about? Take over the city! We're trying to fight the Yellow Turbans here. What are you doing, Liu Bei? He's like, no, humility and justice. And he's like, yeah. See where I'm getting at. Zhang Fei's like, you know, we're trying to, like, help the people, and you're refusing to take over territory or whatever. You know, basically because he doesn't want his personal reputation sullied, and Zhang Fei's like, just, you know, take over, man. We're gonna do a better job ruling it than Tao Queen did anyway. Come on. Get with the program, Liu Bei. There's no time to whine and mope about, Liu Bei. We must kick everyone's ass ever. It is our duty for the Han. Alright, let's get a barracks going. Let's get a stable going. Let's get... Alright, we got Bobo Vulture and Ma Yun Lu involved. Let's get them back to drilling the troops. I've got nobody left but Liu Yi. I guess I'll have him inspect and slightly increase order. That will slightly increase the income of the place. Saw me building military facilities instead of getting all the domestic stuff going. I think we've brought enough food and gold with us that we can probably afford to march out of here without having... I can leave some guys behind to finish the job, but I don't want to stop and rebuild a city this size before we get the army moving. So I'm trying to prevent Cao Cao from having time to really start reinforcing his forces. Jing Yang is already stronger by a few thousand troops than it was when Zhuge Liang told us to attack. These guys, I think, are probably on their way to reinforce this gate. So we've already kind of wasted enough time that it's going to make that more troubling than it would have been. Is this unselectable? No, this is a road. We could... when we march out of here, I believe we could potentially go across the shallows and swing through here and bypass that gate if we so desired. I don't think that would take an ungodly long time. Meanwhile, there's transport units moving around like Gongzhou, Yuan, and G, which is where I believe they're going to try to make their... The next city where they're really going to try to make a stand is going to be G. I might want to just blitz up there and then take out these two cities later. But I'm going to have Ping Yuan pretty soon, I hope. Military is all moved, so... You got guys heading your way with more reinforcements, or am I being silly and not recruiting here? Zhu Cheng sent out a... No, it's Yuan that sent out a big unit. What are you? Who are you? You're Li Ji. What are you doing? Oh! I must have recruited you from Cao Cao's forces. And you must have automatically, on your own recognizance... I just lost the sound. Why'd I lose the sound? Alright folks, I seem to have lost the sound. I don't know exactly what's happening. It's just about time to end the video anyway, but I have a feeling the sound sync just this minute may have gone straight to hell. So I'm going to end this turn and apologize for any sound issues that occurred here, but it sounds like sound was fine up until this point. So I can probably just wrap this up now and it'll all be okay in the end. I hope. We'll see. Too bad I'm having fun recording this and getting into it now. Let me double check, make sure that things are moving along. I'm still capturing visual here. Sorry, folks. Bear with me. Still capturing game video, as the audio seems to have crapped out. Now the audio sounds like it's back, but I don't trust it. When I lose as much sound as like my own ears listening to the game audio as I play, it went mute for long enough that I think the sound sync has probably just been completely warble-garbled. So I'm going to try to end this turn and then end the recording to be safe. And my army's already moved, so I need to just use my action points here. So, come on, JG, get on with it. You can find a way to use these action points. There's G. Curious now. Let me check a map here. How many districts does Cao Cao? Oh, I can't really check his districts. Now, Yuan has not been reinforced since I sent all their shit out of here, but their orders dropped, so I can do inspections. Cool. You all down here. more outfitting. Can probably spend some of my gold on increasing loyalty with rewards. Some of my action points, I should say. Yeah, I can use all of it up on that, almost what seemed like it. Certainly a decent amount of it. And, what else? What else? Order's 96, that's not too bad. Order here is at 100, that's pretty darn good. Anybody here that I can hire, maybe? Majun? Mado! Hey, Liu Bei can hire this guy. Is he a prisoner? Yeah, he's a prisoner. I'd like to hire Dion Man, but... Cao Rui. It's so awesome to hire him. Hi guys, Cao Rui, I'm gonna take over the Empire. Bye. I'd really like to take charge. I'd really like you to take charge of these orders yourself. I'm off to try and persuade Liu Zhui, whatever, personally. Wish me luck, dudes. Now the sound sounds fine now to me, but I'm just not trusting it. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I've probably recorded enough of this for right now anyway. Stretch. Man, I've been sitting here for a while. Sorry. Yeah, you don't know that. Okay, so I'm all shook up. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, but I got Yi and Pu Yang and all sorts of crazy shit here, but disasters have been, the Emperor has been removed from the map, so now there is a dagger thrust into the heart of Wei, or two of them, sort of, kind of. There's like a little, there's like a head, there's like an eyeball, and there's like a mouth, kind of looks like Anima from Final Fantasy X, like, you know, weird fish demon thing, and it's about to eat the city of Ping Yuan. But no, the point is, I've got my best officers and a huge amount of military force in Yi, and they're just going to raffle stomp through the north here, because none of these cities, I think, really have the capacity to slow me down much. Ooh, Nanpi's now got almost 50,000. I thought they were going to make their stand. It looks like they're going to make their stand at Nanpi. At any rate, folks, all these cities have like 2 or 3 officers each. The officers that were in Ye, I don't remember how many there were, but it was more than that. I don't know where Zhu Huang ended up. He might be in Jiaopi. I said I was going to end this video, and I need to do that because I think the sound is screwed up now. But I am curious where Zhu Huang. Where has Zhu Huang arrived? Because he was like the main dude giving us problems up there, and now he's... Zhu Huang is now in Beihai. Oh, Beihai is Beihai is not where I thought it was. I thought Beihai was one of these northern cities. Oh, okay. Jihao Dun, Zhu Huang. Uh-oh. Yeah, I've got some serious officers set up in here. Well, those are the only 2 I really recognize now that I look at it. But, Cao Zhui is who is he? He's an officer of Wei and relative of Cao Cao, act as guardian of the south and blah blah blah. Okay. Wait, did what of shame? They campaign against Wu due to strategy of Zhao Fang's. Okay. Yeah, no, but the point is that they've got 2 of the big Dynasty Warriors Way officers are over here, along with one of their larger troop counts. So they might put up a good fight over here. This actually is likely to be Cao Cao's last city, because when I start pushing through and taking over down here, now they're cut off from any reinforcement from up here. These 4 cities in here are supporting each other. But as I attack Cao Pei, these cities are likely to fall to Wu. I don't know, any one of these. It's either going to be Beihai or... Jiapi is just so close to cities that I hold, though. Well, it's not that close. Jiapi might be the last city to lose. Either way, folks, I got to end this video. When we come back, we are going to continue gobbling up the cities of the north. which is going to be pretty cool. I am looking forward to it already. I hope you are too. Woo, I was worried a long time ago that if Woo expanded rapidly, they could be a major problem. But they really didn't get to expand at all. Right now, it's only a matter of time. I think at this point, they're almost as strong as Wei is. But Wei is on the way out. I made it funny. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.